All right, come in here. Look at this. Look at this. It's reduced down. You see the sauce forming. All the vegetables, they're not overcooked, but lightly coated with this amazing marinade sauce that we created. All right, so the question of the week is, can I cook with frozen vegetables? Will they have good flavor? What do I do about that? Should I cook frozen vegetables? Or is fresh always better? Well, I've got news for you, okay? Frozen vegetables are excellent to use. In fact, there are a lot of frozen vegetables, in particular broccoli, that actually has more of the essential vitamins and nutrition locked in than if you were to cook fresh broccoli. And that's because that in the factories, once they're cooked and blanched, they're immediately flash frozen, which locks in all of the nutrition. So sometimes frozen is actually better. But today we're going to use all frozen vegetables, and I'm going to show you an amazing way to not only quick start and cut short your prep time and your cook time, but you're going to get an amazing flavor all in one instead of cutting raw, fresh vegetables. Not to say don't use fresh vegetables, I use them all the time, but frozen vegetables are perfectly fine. So we'll start right there. Keep watching this video all the way till the end, because what you're going to find out is adding just a little bit of a couple of different ingredients is going to take these frozen vegetables to an amazing new heights. So let's get started. The first thing I want to talk about is these were straight out of the bag. Now the first thing I want you to do or to understand is you want to take these frozen vegetables, as I have, put them in a strainer, run some warm water over them just to get the ice off of them, okay? We want to get the ice off of them and just let them sit on the counter for 15 or 20 minutes because the water is going to drain out. You don't want the water in here because it's going to prevent it from browning, okay, the way we want it. We want to get them nice and coated. We don't want that. The water will keep that from happening. So you want to let them drain before we start the cooking process. Here we go. We'll get a burner on, sauteed pan. Very, very simple. While this is heating up, I'm going to show you what we're going to be doing with these today that'll make these so delicious. We're going to be using two different fats today. I've got some unsalted whole butter, 4 tablespoons, and of course some extra virgin olive oil will be our fats that we'll be using. Now, of course, you don't have to take notes and all this and write all this stuff down. You can find all the information about fats. I believe it's on page 22 of my ebook. The link is in the description box below. Check it out. All the information is there and so much more. Grab your ebook today. All right. The next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to season them on top of kosher salt and black pepper. We're going to be doing a little bit of oregano, a little bit of garlic, and then for our liquid, we've got some teriyaki, some soy, a little bit of Parmesan, balsamic glaze, and honey. Those are going to be what's going to make this so amazing, okay? So now let's get it going. We're going to get our extra virgin olive oil in. And we're going to put in our unsalted whole butter. Now when you use two different fats, this is done purposely so we can get the flavor of the butter, which has a low smoking point, which means it's going to burn if we just use straight butter. But with the addition of the extra virgin olive oil, we're increasing that smoking point, which is going to allow us to get flavor and cook healthy. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and put our vegetables in. And as we always do, immediately we are going to season with kosher salt. And black pepper. And that's the very first step. I just want to get these coated and mixed around. Okay, so once we get these going around a little bit, make sure our heat's going strong. Now we're going to add a little bit of our other dried spices. We're going to add some oregano, about a tablespoon, and some garlic powder. Now you know you're in the right place on the right channel if you're a beginner cook, if you are a weekend warrior, if you cook a couple times a week, or if you're just trying to raise your kitchen game, okay, you're in the right channel, because my whole channel is about teaching you really, really good, easy techniques to get dinner on the table. And I love doing vegetable videos because I know as I was a child, I didn't like vegetables. And I think there are a lot of kids that don't like vegetables. There are a lot of adults that don't like vegetables because they didn't like vegetables when they were kids. And so when you can start tasting vegetables that have just this amazing flavor to them, it just takes your whole palate to another level. All right. Smells amazing. Now, we're going to get some of our liquid in here. Again, a tablespoon of each is basically the recipe. So, tablespoon of the teriyaki, tablespoon of the soy, balsamic glaze. You don't need a lot of this. Maybe a teaspoon, maybe 2 teaspoons. You can find this in your store. Well, that's a tablespoon. That'll work. And then we're going to add some honey, a tablespoon. And at this point, we just want to get this all mixed around. It looks so delicious. It's actually forming a nice little sauce, which is going to coat these vegetables. And here's the deal, my friends. No one will ever know these are frozen vegetables. Trust me. And all the flavor is in there. Oh my goodness. All right. We're going to let these simmer for about 3 to 5 minutes. You want to keep your eye on them on a simmer. When we come back, we're going to finish it up with the last little itty bitty flavor. We're going to add some Parmesan cheese to this. We're going to plate it up. We'll take a taste, and oh, I cannot wait. Be right back. All right, come in here. Look at this. Look at this. It's reduced down. You see the sauce forming. All the vegetables, they're not overcooked, but lightly coated with this amazing marinade sauce that we created. Right at the very end, we'll add some Parmesan cheese. Probably about a 1/4 cup, maybe 3 tablespoons, somewhere in there. Then we turn the heat off. And now it's time to take it to the plate. Let me take this last little bit of juice here. Just get on top like that. And if you wanted to, right before you take it to your dinner table, a little bit more Parmesan. Oh my goodness. Look at that. All right. Imagine taking that to the middle of your dinner table. No one will ever know these are frozen vegetables. We seasoned them with kosher salt and black pepper, a little bit of oregano and some garlic powder. Our liquid was, very simply, soy sauce, teriyaki sauce, balsamic glaze, honey. Perfect. We finished it off with some Parmesan cheese. Oh, you know it's going to be delicious. Let's try it out. Start off with a carrot here, because I like carrots. Let me tell you what. If you do not like vegetables, you will after this. I challenge anyone who says they don't like a vegetable, you make it like this, and you will never run away from vegetables again. And you can hear the crunch still there. It's not overcooked. All of the vitamins, the minerals are still locked in. The flavor is unbelievable. So there is the answer to your question. Can I cook frozen vegetables? Should I cook frozen vegetables? Are they going to be healthy for me? All of these questions, and there you have your answer. Yes, yes, and yes. You can cook frozen vegetables. It will take you 1/10 of the time. You can make them delicious, as I just showed you. And they are extremely healthy for you. Very, very nutritious. Don't shy away from the frozen vegetable section. It will save you lots of time and money. So enjoy. Leave me a comment below if you've tried this recipe, or if you want other recipes like this. I'd be happy to serve them up to you. And remember, if you missed something earlier in the video, if you want to get some more instructions or directions, get the ebook description. In the description box, there is a link. Get your ebook. You will not be disappointed. I am Chef Brian. Can't wait to see you on the next one. Remember, until next time, eat well and stay healthy.